brick into, and you've got a USB in and a USB 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, and a 5-volt 1 amp. And I backed up my contacts to this device. I could restore them from my iPhone to an... Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a really super cool dock. And you say, well, what's really cool about a dock? And what I'm going to come back and say is this is an OTG dock. So what is an OTG dock? This is from EasyAcc. Check the show notes, I'll have a link. I'm a big fan of EasyAcc. They've got some really cool stuff. But this allows you to dock a tablet. Now, mainly this is going to work with Android devices. Since iOS doesn't have OTG, you're not really going to get much use out of this unless you just want to use this as a stand and a charger. That's primarily what you're going to get from putting an iOS device on this. So this is more for you Android heads out there that really want to add some coolness to your Android devices. Smartphones, tablets, there you go. Alright, so let's get the spaghetti stuff out of the way. One thing that I was not a huge fan of is the size of the power brick that this thing comes with. This is really huge. It's a little overkill, so this adds a little complexity to your cable management with this big old brick, and makes it a little less like mobile if you want to carry this with you or anything, because you do have to plug it in to use it, and you need to lug this around with it, which is almost, as you can see, as big as the dock itself. So just did want to show you that. Again, that's probably the only strike that I have against this thing. Then you also get a USB. I'll show you here. So you get this flat USB cable here, and this is a little different. As you can see, it's female USB ins. So more on that here in a minute. And then you get this little kind of an adapter. This is an extension cable from micro to female USB. So as you can see, what we were doing here, we were plugging this in to give it a little of an extender effect here. Alright, so let's look at the dock itself. As you can see, it's a matte finish. Doesn't show fingerprints very badly at all. On the bottom, you've got a nice little here, like a punch hole that you can actually through cable management through. You've got nice 4 little rubber feet, and then you can see this is a 3 USB 2.0 ports, and one 1 amp charging port, one 2.4 max amp charging port, one TF card slot, and one SD card slot. So yeah, where's all this nice stuff hiding? Not the front. Oh look, here we go on the side. We have a TF micro USB and an SD card. So more on that here in a minute. Flip it over in the back. Here's where the goodness is. Alright, so here's your power on and off, and then actually where you plug that big old huge brick into. And you've got a USB in and a USB 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, and a 5-volt 1 amp and a 5-volt 2 amp. Here are your charging. So you can charge 2 devices off of this. Tablet at a 2.4 amp max, and a smartphone at a 1 amp. Or an MP3 player or anything small that you want to charge like that. This also, like I said, gives you 3 USB 2.0. So basically you're gonna, and these are OTG, so you're gonna be able to plug in a lot of accessories to your tablet or your smartphone. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna plug this in and get it completely ramped up. I'm gonna stick in an SD card and show you exactly what this baby can do for your tablets and your smartphones, especially Android. Again, if you're in the iOS realm, really all you're going to do is plug in your lightning cable here, or your older Apple Pen cable, and then just dock your device and actually just charge it. And I've actually got an iPhone 6 sitting here, so you know, I would just, and this has actually got a little bit of a bumper case on it, but you know, I would just sit the iPhone in here with a little cable down to the charge dock, and I could charge my phone that way, or I could stand it up like this, use it to view videos and charge while it's doing that. But you know, not the most maximum usage that you're going to get out of this. So anyways, I'm going to pause the video, set this up, we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back, and here we go again with a clustered up contraption, but coolness abides. We're going to take a look at this. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S 8-inch tablet. that I've now put in the EasyAcc dock. I have connected the OTG, this is the USB in to the dock, so it's just going into the actual USB port on the tablet. So what I actually have in the dock, so we'll just move this tablet here just for a minute, and we've got a plethora of stuff here. So we've got it on. I do have a cable plugged in, but nothing. This is for charging, so we could be charging on the side, and we'll plug in another device here. This is the SanDisk iXpand for iOS. Now what I've done is I've actually taken this, it's a USB, and then it's got a lightning adapter, so you can take it to your iPhone. I've done a video on it. So I've copied files from my iPhone to this, plugged it into here. So we're going to access them via an Android. That's pretty cool in its own right. This is just a 32 gig USB stick thumb drive. This is an IR mouse and keyboard USB. This is the actual USB in that goes into the phone, and then on the side here I've put in a SD card. I believe it's like a 32 gig SD card here, all for the tablet to now access. So let's go ahead and see how this all works. As again, we've got this baby loaded down, so let's put it here. Now if I hit enter, you can see I am now using the keyboard, and again this is just an IR USB keyboard, to access this, the tablet. So if I actually hit home here on the keyboard, it has some hotkeys. I can control the volume. Pretty darn cool. I can mute it. Volume up. Go back to the home. Open mail. Play. But there's nothing to play. I can play and pause content with this. Now, pretty cool. Now how about using a mouse? Oh, unheard of with an Android device. Look at this. So let's go ahead and launch Chrome. Look at that, with a mouse. And now let's just type in a website. Let's go to Amazon.com. Yeah, I'll spare you. I won't sing anymore. So with this mouse, let's go ahead and select the website. There we go. You can see we're just clicking. And what we're going to do is we're going to look up this EasyAcc OTG docking station on Android, or here we go, and there she is. This is what's making this happen, guys. This right here. Right there. At the time of this video, it's $32.98 on Amazon. Check the show notes, I'll have a link. Amazing, cool stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to hit the home button on the keyboard. We're going to go back to home, and I'm going to just type in my files, which is really okay. Don't need an advertisement in the middle of that, but let's go ahead and just minimize that. Click in the Google bar again, and obviously it's wanting us to get Google now, so let's just type in my files. Thanks a lot. So let's just go to the apps and find my files here. And this is just kind of an Android or more Samsung's app for controlling files. Now, those devices that I said that I plugged in, they show up here. This is just your local device storage, which it sees on the tablet. No biggie. We could actually browse that and look at it. But then we have USB drive A, drive B, and drive C. Now, if I click on drive A, as you can see there, I've actually got some files. It says Android, lost error, share. If I click on USB drive B, I have some more files. And if I click on USB drive C, which now is the iXpand device that I brought from my iPhone, I can actually go here, and you can see here's my iPhone's camera backup. So I could literally go in here and access my pictures, my contacts. I backed up my contacts to this device. I could restore them from my iPhone to an Android device. So if I wanted to just transfer my contacts back and forth, boom, I could do it right here because I backed them up onto this device, and now it's interchangeable between iOS and Android. And here's WinRAR. So I've got some WinRAR files.exe on the iXpand. So as you can see, it really gives you a lot of options for file manipulability between systems and devices, which is really, really, really nice. And then these are just other, you know, there's a share here, music, and it looks like a FLAC file that is on here. I do not know. Oh, it says it's Hunter Hayes. So let's just see if we can play this on this device. Oh, and we'll just say the sound player just once. There we go. We're playing a FLAC song that's on one of these devices, these USB sticks, just streaming it. It's not on the local storage, mind you. It's on the USB stick, so I can mount whatever I want on this dock and use it for excess storage, external storage, basically. So let's just go back home, and you see, real easy to switch between. Totally cool stuff. Now, let's just go ahead. What we're going to do, we're just going to unplug this. Now, the bad thing is we're not charging this while it's connected. That is, I'll bring that up. We will not be charging the device. If we wanted to charge it, we're just going to plug this over here. We're just going to let this charge while we look at something else. So we're just going to plug this in, maybe. It'll be nice when the new USB standard's out. Okay, and you can see this just starts charging. So let's set that aside. So we're going to charge that. Now we're going to bring in an older phone. This is the Samsung S4. Okay. Now, like I said, we could bring this under the dock and set the phone up like this. But for this video, I'm just going to show you the cable management here. And boom, look at this. I'm going to unlock my phone with my mouse, maybe. It's a little harder to do this way, but look at that. And it goes to my files, and my phone now just assumes everything that's in this dock. Plug and play, super simple, keep swapping it out, good to go. And again, I can hit home on the keyboard, and we go right back. Have you ever seen anyone use a mouse on their smartphone? Maybe, maybe not. Something you probably don't see every day, but we're doing it with this dock. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, guys, again, check the show notes for a link where you can pick this up at. A lot of abilities. If you guys, excuse me, have used this for something besides this kind of stuff, some other cool scenario, put it in the comments, let us know. If you want to see anything else that you got out there to test out, again, let us know. You know, maybe you want to see an external like 2 terabyte drive besides these little thumb drives and see if this will power that. You know, a lot of those that are bus powered, will it power a bus? That's another test scenario we could do. So if you have questions like that, hit us up in the comments. And again, feel free to like this video, share this video, and please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot. And again, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.